It's not always easy to know where to turn after a serious accident, but our next guest says she found the help she needed through both the legal and healing processes by turning to Schwebel, Goetz, and Sieben. And here to share her very inspiring story is Tasha Schuh and partner at Schwebel, Goetz, and Sieben, Bill Sieben. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
I'm going to start with you, Tasha, and we're going to talk about your story. And I wish we had more time to go into depth with this, but tell everybody what happened to you. What year are we? How long ago are we when this started?
This was 12 years ago in November.
Mm-hmm.
And I was very involved in theater. I loved theater, and this was my junior year of high school. We were 2 nights away from dress rehearsal. We were putting on the musical The Wizard of Oz, and I was standing on stage, and from behind me they removed the cover off of a trap door, and I did not know that, and somebody told me to move out of the way, and I took 1 step back. That was the most logical way for me to move, and my foot went through nothing. I fell about 16 feet to a cement floor, landing on my head with all of my body weight on top of me, pretty much only leaving my neck in between. And so I broke my neck and severely crushed my spinal cord.
You and your family must have been devastated. I mean, this is something that we all fear for ourselves and as parents of our children.
Mm-hmm.
What were your next steps? What did you do?
Well, I was extremely sad and really thought that my life was over. I just thought, I had all these hopes and dreams, and really none of them included being in a wheelchair. And so I just really thought that my life was over and that I was really never going to accomplish anything that I'd hoped and dreamed for.
And that brought us to your meeting with Bill. Bill, what was that meeting like? What happened once you met Tasha?
Well, fortunately, she was airlifted to the Mayo Clinic, where she received the best care in the world that was possible. They saved her life. Fortunately, after she recovered reasonably well, as far as she was going to recover, they contacted us, and we immediately got to work on the case. And it was quite a challenge. Certainly, this wasn't Tasha's fault, but there are many, many complications in bringing the case from start to finish.
Mm-hmm. So your legal team sprung into action. Over the years, obviously, you have you've spent your life working with people's life changes like this. What did you learn from this process with Tasha?
Well, what I learned is that no matter how serious your injury is, it's always best to be positive. And that's what I learned from Tasha. And Tasha was inspiring to me all along the way. And it helped me with other clients who've been catastrophically injured, such as Tasha. And it helps me every day of my life to tell them that, look, you know, this is serious. But you can have an interesting life. You can have a good life. You can have a great life after a catastrophic injury.
We're seeing some video of you doing what you do. What do you do these days?
Well, my passion really has grown from my experience. Like I said, when I had my accident, I was extremely devastated, but really came home and was like, well, this is going to be my life. What am I going to do with it now? And I just really decided I've got to focus on the bright side. And I went to college, I drive, and I live on my own. And being that I've overcome so much and am extremely happy, I feel like I'm happier now sitting in a wheelchair than when I was walking. And so that really inspired me to start sharing my story and start speaking at schools and churches and organizations, just with really sharing my story to help others overcome, and to know that no matter what you've been through, you can have a great life. And so it's really my passion.
Well, I can tell that, and in talking to you, and besides that, she smells really great, too. I was telling her she has a beautiful perfume here today. I have to say that meeting you is an inspiration to me, and I'm sure everybody out there watching. And as she mentioned, she does speak to all kinds of groups, so I'm going to tell everybody how they can get in touch with you, as well as Bill, if they would like to speak with either one of you. Thank you for coming by today and sharing this.
Thank you.
And I'm writing the perfume down. Schwebel, Goetz, and Sieben is located at 5120 IDS Center, 5120 IDS Center in Minneapolis. For more information, call 612-377-7777, or you can log on to schwebel.com. To find out more about Tasha's speaking services, just call 715-307-1614 or visit TashaSchuh.com.